They've been good. They've been really good. Jackson's done a good job of double doing it between fullback and tailback. Learning the protections is a challenge for him because he's never had to do that from the fullback position. But he's doing a really good job. And then Cephas brings another dimension out of the backfield and catching the ball out of the backfield, running the routes out of the backfield like Deuce does for us.
Can you go into what DJ and Jordan, what you like about what they do, and also what you want them to improve on?
They're bigger backs, so they're different. I think Jordan has so much upside. He doesn't know his full potential yet, and so trying to gain him confidence in what he can become. And then Jordan is still developing, but he did a really good job doing bowl prep, and now he's continuing to build on what he did there.
Really open-ended, BA, but when you think of Colin Klein, what comes to mind?
Passion. He cares about the kids a lot. He wants to score 50 points every day we go out there. And he has a lot of confidence in what we're doing, and the kids got a lot of confidence in him. So I think we're on the right track, going from bowl prep to spring ball, and then hope to continue this summer and in fall camp. So I'm really, really pleased with where we're at offensively, and like I said, he's done a great job of getting the kids to really buy into what we're doing.
Your first year here, you spread the carries around with a bunch of guys, and obviously since Deuce has gotten here, it's moved more towards him. Would you like to get back to a spot where you had more diversity in that backfield, or how do you assess that?
Well, it's hard because it's game by game. Even though our first year we had those three backs, and one guy would run hot, and then you wanted to try to keep feeding them. And now you have a guy who can carry a load, 20-plus carries and maybe 5 or 6 catches a game. And if he's playing well, it's hard to take him off the field, But, yeah, we would like to get another person there to help spill that more. I think Joe Irvin did a really good job of that last year. And if we can get someone to come in and just take some of the load off at certain points of the game and be consistent at what they're doing, I think that will definitely help them.
What kind of a runner is DJ?
He's a slasher. He's one of the strongest guys in the weight room. His contact balance is unbelievable. He showed that last year in fall camp. And so if we can continue to get him to play faster and see pictures and learn how to play with a tempo and then a burst, I think his upside is tremendous. And that's a big word. And then when you got a guy like Deuce that can do all those things, you kind of get spoiled a little bit. But there's such a fine line between the first guy and the second guy. But the second guy he has a lot of pop to him when he does go, and but he can make guys miss. He can catch the ball in the backfield. So it's just getting him to just feel comfortable. And then once he gets that, the sky's the limit for him.
What's the next step for a player that's as accomplished as Deuce already is after 2 years?
So he and I, met at the end of the last season, and we talked about, okay, so let's go back and watch film from a year ago, and how can we make a 5-yard run into a 10-yard run? Okay, so let's look at all your catches. Let's just try to get the football IQ part to another level in what you're seeing, and then understanding the blocking schemes even more of what the guys up front are doing. I went back and I've watched every run of his from a year ago, and he already has a very good football IQ. Now it's just continue to take it to another level. I try to show guys videos of people talking about Marshall Faulk. One of the smartest football players that ever played the game. And the things he talked about was seeing defenses and really understanding defenses and understanding defensive gap schemes or defensive alignments and understanding who's got what gap and then what guy is going to be the unblocked guy. So continue to show him those pictures and pictures and pictures, and I think that will continue to see his game go to another level.